Hello, Cosmic Explorers. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the mysteries of the universe. In today's video, we delve into the insights of Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier. If you're as passionate about unraveling the secrets of the cosmos as we are, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell icon for regular updates on our galactic adventures. And remember, we host a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to visit the link in the description for more information. But for now, here's today's video.
I'm curious about the special attributes we humans possess. We are extremely hardy to be withstanding all the bio-attacks. We generate energy. Our emotions allow us to create music and art, and our awareness of connection to source has been jammed. Please tell us any other ways we are unique and powerful.
Oh, well, you hit on all the high points. You left me with just some crumbs. You just left me with the crumbs.
Yeah, not much left.
I think I think all those attributes that you just mentioned have been operating at a very low frequency. I think the greatest work of our humanity is now coming. I think you can take all those attributes you mentioned and multiply them by 10, especially when we begin interacting with other star nations. The things that we observe, the cultures that we observe and we learn about, the dress, the clothing, their idea of what music is, their idea of what food is, their idea of what spirituality is. The thing that's really interesting and which is universal is that the more that cultures engage with each other, the more creative each culture becomes. It grows, it expands itself. It learns to incorporate things that it appreciates, that it resonates to. And we incorporate that and then we make it our own. That's an amazing thing. So I don't see that changing, except that we will be more open and more free to express our real feelings, because now we're free. We're not in this matrix that is constantly beating us down and suppressing us, unless it's characterized by a very specific agenda. And the only outlet that we've had was towards a very specific agenda. And I'm not going to get into that. I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. And that agenda truly separates us from who we are. And it disconnects us not only from ourselves, but from source. And that was the agenda behind that agenda. So we truly do not have limits. We truly don't. We just have to embrace it. We have to embrace our own power and not be afraid of it. And one of the things that we can do to encourage embracing our power and not being afraid of it is to create a culture where we are free to exercise our own power. Not in harm of others. It's not what I'm talking about. But to express ourselves, to be ourselves. It takes courage. It takes a great deal of bravery to step out of all that we know to create something different. But if we're going to talk about being free, if we're going to sing the songs, we're going to write the words, well, then we got to be free, right? We have to be free. We have to walk the talk, don't we? Yeah, we do. And that takes bravery and courage from every one of us. Not only to do it ourselves, but to allow others to do it as well. That's genuine freedom.
Would siddhis or spiritual abilities like levitation, teleportation, hands-on healing, bilocation be occurring in people with more strands of DNA turned on? These are clearly a part of some people's lives, so a potential for all of us. You also mentioned the gentleman who woke up in the morgue and it was found he had 6 strands of DNA turned on. Do you know how this was measured? Love the brain information you shared in prior talks. Thank you.
For the record, that when I first shared that information, and I do not recall which webinar that was, I think it was the first year we did the webinars in 2016. That information is nearly impossible to find on the web. But the original articles talked about the fact that they gave him a physical. They took blood samples because he was dead. And that's how they found out that his DNA had been turned on. That's also how they had found the rest as well, who had 3 strands, 4 strands, 5 strands turned on. These were all near death or people who had crossed over, died. Their body was straight line, and they came back 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Somebody came back after 5 hours. Their body was dead for 5 hours. Right? And they came back. They just woke up from being flatlined to just woke up 5 hours later. And they were fine. But, they did physical testing. Like, how could this be possible? Because all the science says you can't. Well, and we know about the suppression of all that kind of information. I'm not talking to first graders here. But that's all I know. That's how they knew. They did blood work. And they were able to see that, wow, this guy's off the charts. And the article went on to proceed to say that most of them had gone into hiding. They had sequestered themselves because now they were different. Could very well be they were walk-ins. That's not something we can't not consider. Could be they were walk-ins. There was an exchange of souls. But clearly, they were different, and they had an effect on the body, which would make sense why they sequestered themselves. Because they didn't want to be looked at like a zoo animal. You know what that's like. I mean, for years, I'd have to go to my closet and see which tinfoil hat I was going to wear out. Now I don't have to wear any. I mean, we've all been there. I mean, I can remember walking into an office and a security guard said that this guy believes in aliens. He was saying it to somebody else as I was walking by. And I'm like, dude, I can hear you. And that's when the internet first started.
As we come to the end of today's cosmic journey, we hope you're leaving with a mind full of wonder and curiosity. If you've enjoyed this video and believe in the importance of sharing Alex Collier's messages, Please show your support by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the bell icon. This simple act goes a long way in ensuring that this knowledge reaches others searching for these cosmic truths. Also, remember to leave your thoughts, experiences, or questions in the comments below. We do read all the comments. Until next time, keep looking up and questioning the universe. Stay curious, fellow cosmic explorers. If you would like to see Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we hold a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information and dates of upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org. Please click on one of the above videos to seek more of Alex Collier's knowledge.